Hey everybody, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I am continuing my series on taking these amazing, epic, legendary, isolated vocal tracks. I'm doing a vocal analysis, a singing tutorial. I'm talking about the recording process, the writing process, etc. Next up, Elton John, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Now, I did a version of this. I'm going to put it in the description. I want you to check out, see how I did. This song is one of the most legendary, certainly legendary Elton songs, but even just kind of medium, mid-tempo ballad songs, I guess is probably what you'd call it. Beautiful lyric, just a fantastically well-written song. And, before we get started, if you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe to my channel. That would be really cool. I have a singing course. It's called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else. You can find it right here at kentamplinvocalacademy.com, where I have a free singing forum over there with 25,000 members. If you just want to kind of kick the tires a little bit, see if singing's right for you, or you're just interested in singing, you can ask questions, post videos, get evaluations, you name it, it's over there. So I want to dive right in. Here is Mr. Sir Elton John, and let's do it.
I can't lie. No more of your darkness.
Okay, now Bernie Taupin was the main lyricist for all this, and my understanding is that Bernie would write a lyric in one room, and Elton wouldn't even be in the room, and he would come in and hand it off to Elton, and then Elton would come up with these amazing compositions for the lyrics Bernie would write. That's fantastic. I mean, when you think about, could you imagine some guy hands you a lyric and then it turns into this, right? It's like, wow. And so they wrote really well together. And I know later, songs like Nikita and just, kind of, I don't know, bubblegum pop songs were nowhere near as epic as this. So you listen to I Can't Light, No More of Your Darkness. Wow. I wish I wrote that line, right? Listen to it again. Check it out.
I can't lie. No more of your darkness.
So beautiful. Here we go.
All my pictures seem to fade to black and white.
No. I can't light no more of your darkness. All my pictures seem to fade to black and white. All my pictures seem to fade to black and white. Gosh, it's so beautiful, so poetic. I wish more modern day music was this poetic and this, I don't know, just very, very, very well written. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to try to bag on modern day music, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, very prolific. So right out again. Now, the thing we notice about Elton John, and I think it's really important to point out, is that he really approaches singing more as a singer-songwriter. Not, I can't light no more of your darkness, right? He's not really like a swaggy guy. It's a piano guy, like Billy Joel or whomever. He's sitting at the piano and he's sharing his story with you in a very intimate way. So I've never really, people hate me for saying stuff like this, but I've never really thought of him as like a great singer. I think of him as a great writer, a great performer, great entertainer, all those things. But from a singing standpoint, he's perfect for what he does in selling these kinds of stories, which is awesome. And his piano playing is really good. So let's continue.
I'm growing tired, and time stands still before me.
Beautiful.
Frozen here on the ladder of my life.
Now, when you listen to Frozen Here on the ladder of my life, right? So frozen here, it's not that spectacular. On the ladder of my life, right? It's kind of unassuming. There's nothing like crazy, but in the wake of the music,
frozen here on the ladder of my life.
right? It becomes a very beautiful, well-crafted, interwoven piece with the hits and the way the piano and the chord structures are going by in the piano. Let's continue.
Too late to save myself from falling.
It's too late to save myself from falling. What a great line. Love that.
I took a chance and changed your way of life.
right? And you can hear too, he's not, change your way of life. He's good, change your way of life. You can kind of hear him, being not that great, well supported in his singing. Check it out.
And changed your way of life.
Right? Now some could say, he's just singing lighter. No, you can hear he's really not supporting that great. But that's okay, because he's sitting down. By the way, you lose up to 30% of your support when you're sitting down, so he's playing piano probably and doing this. So anyway, and I heard he did that too. I heard he really liked to play and sing rather than just sing. So that's interesting.
But you misread my meaning when I met you.
So beautiful.
Closed the door and left me blind by the light.
Close the door and left me blind by the light. Don't let the sun go down on me. Right, he's got this. Just pouring your heart out. Don't let the sun go down on me. It reminds me, of course, there's Chicken Little, don't let the sky fall on me, right? And I remember when I first heard that, I was like, kind of like it's a little similar, but it kind of is. Like, you get this nursery rhyme, don't let this sky fall on me. Don't let the sky fall on me from Chicken Little. You guys remember that? But it was turned into such a way that don't let the sun go down on me. Don't let life pass me by. Please don't let this be my end. Don't let the sun go down on me. I'm funny. There's a Bible verse that says, "Don't let the sun go down on your anger," and it's really interesting because if you can get past an argument, or you can get past being angry before you go to bed, you don't have that permeating throughout you all night long when you're sleeping in your dreams, and it kind of gets through in your veins, in your blood, in your heart, your spirit, your soul, your mind, your psyche, all those things, and you don't wake up bummed. You know what I mean? So if you can settle something in your mind before you go to sleep, before the sun goes down, right, then you can wake up with a better attitude. And whether he's reading that much into this song, that's what I personally get out of it. So I thought that's kind of interesting. Let's continue.
Close the door and left me blind by the light. Don't let the sun go down on me. Don't let the sun. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see.
Dude, those changes are Beatles epic. You gotta hear just the instrumentation of this now. Check it out. Can't you hear John Lennon writing that? I mean, think about that, right? Let's do it again, man. Whoops, sorry. Totally hear the Beatles doing this. Or Paul McCartney. Right. About losing everything is like the sun going down on me. Right? Oh, gosh, man, talk about great songwriting. All right, here it is with just the vocal.
Don't let the sun go down on me. Don't let the sun. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. But losing everything is like the sun going down on me.
Now, I don't care if it was the Bee Gees or even ABBA and some other bands like that, but mostly get Bee Gees and Beatles and ELO and all these bands. they just were masters at those great seventh chord changes, little turnarounds. You know, I was impressed with like Neeson. No, not Liam Neeson. Was it Liam Gallagher? Sorry. You know, in Oasis, you know, some of the stuff he wrote outside of Oasis has some similar stuff like this. And you know, when you listen to this stuff, you go, this kind of songwriting it's smart, you know, it's smart songwriting, but it's not so smart that you get lost in it. Like there's a lot of orchestral compositions that you go, wow, okay, that's kind of a little bit above my pay grade or a little bit above my head, where these are not like that. They take you kind of to the edge of smart songwriting, and then they bring you back into simplicity. And that's the genius of great songwriting, man. All right, let's continue. Here we go. And the end, by the way, the end is epic. The way it just keeps repeating and the changes turn around, and we'll get to that in a second. But
I can't find the right romantic line, but see me once and see the way I feel.
cool. I'm trying to get past these so we can get the instrumental breaks.
Don't discard me.
I love that. It's kind of Robert Plant. Don't discard me. You know, there's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold. Right? It's got the R, that British sort of rolled R, hard R's. Here we go.
Don't discard me. Just because you think I mean you harm.
Now that's kind of the bluesiest thing. Just because you think I mean you harm, right? That's the kind of bluesy, sexy kind of thing. And again, check out my version. Maybe I destroyed it. I don't know, but check it out. Tell me what you think. It's in the description. And I kind of sang like me, but I try to get into the spirit of this. That was one of my favorite lines right there.
Just because you think I mean you harm.
Keep going.
But these cuts I have. Oh, they need love.
Oh, they need love to help them heal.
To help them heal.
Here's the epic chorus.
Don't let the sun go down on me. Don't let the sun. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. But losing everything is like the sun going down on me.
Sun going down on me. There's that cool low end here.
On me.
So even at this, and they probably didn't even think anyone was going to notice it just for their own personal best, they have these crazy, great, gosh, man, the orchestration. Wait till you hear the end of this thing, man. It's mind-blowing. Check this out.
Don't let the sun go down on me.
I like his use of falsetto instead of go down on. He's not like hitting it hard. It's go down on me. He's real gentle on it. He's not trying to like kill you with over singing the chorus. Check it out.
Don't let the sun go down on me.
See, go down on me. Right? He's in falsetto, like a reinforced falsetto. Comes back into chest voice really sweetly.
Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. By losing everything, it's like the sun going down on me.
Now, why this is cool, and I want to play this, and then I want to show you. I'm going to play the end chorus with the track in, because I want you to hear how epic. It kind of reminds me a lot of, you know, like the movie Live and Let Die, the song Live and Let Die, or any of those other epic Beatle pieces where George Martin would come in and or also too, again, you know, I talked about ELO, you know, they did a lot of these really, really great orchestrations. Jeff Lynne, who also was an orchestrator, a violin orchestrator, orchestral orchestrator, for the Beatles also. So they had all these similar kind of turnaround things. Listen to the instrumentation on the end of this thing. Check this out.
Don't let the sun go down on me. It's always someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. By losing everything, it's like the sun going down on me.
Right here. What's this turnaround? It's really cool. Now, there's an extended version that goes and then the second turnaround changes all the chords again on the backside. This is the radio edit version. There's another version that has an even bigger orchestral ending. I think I do that. In fact, I think I have that version on the one that I sang. So I want you to check out the end of that one because it takes this whole ending to an even cooler level. So anyway, gang, I am just really enjoying this. If you can't tell, I'm kind of spazzing out. Sorry about that. But I just love these songs so much. And they just, like I said, they resonate with me. I guess, you know, I guess what you grow up with too is what you think is the most epic things ever. Maybe not though, because there's some, I don't know, there's some truth to that. But I know that there's a lot of songs that I love, 20s stuff, 40s stuff, you know, again, a lot of classical music that to me is also really heart-wrenching and moving for me. But for the most part, I guess what you grow up on is, you know, what you think is the best ever, right? So if I was in the 60s, it might have been something else. But I know that this stuff is just so good, you guys. And for you guys out there that haven't heard as you younger people, I couldn't encourage you more to check out some Elton, check out some ELO, check out some early Beatles, check out some of these guys that were just some of the best songwriting on planet Earth that literally changed the world, permeated out throughout, you know, 40 years of music, and we're just not getting that right now in a lot of modern music. So if you really want to be inspired, you know, go back and check out some of the greats of these guys. I encourage you, I promise you, it'll be worth your time. Anyway, gang, definitely stick around and check out my next video.